What's going on, guys? Goes what? No, it's your boy, 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 blazing middle of the raging sun, the blazing star, right back with another one. What's going on, guys? Goes what? No, we are up as fuck. It is not late as fuck. We are up as fuck. Before we dive into anything, let me jump on quality. Well, we might have some issues. I ain't gonna lie, man. We might have some issues. Or do we? Or do we have some issues? Perhaps. Might be possible. Well, I don't think so. We straight. Yeah, we straight. We are motherfucking straight, ladies and gentlemen. We are motherfucking straight, ladies and gentlemen. We are up as fuck. We are up as fuck. We are live as fuck. Let me get right. Why is everything goddamn so weird, man? There we go. Goddamn chaotic as hell, man. How's everybody been? I don't really care. Why am I even asking? What's going on, guys? What's going on, guys? Man? Let me tell you something. Let me tell you a motherfucking something. It's never that deep, man. It's never ever that deep, man. I think online, not even online, before we had the internet, motherfuckers were like masters at thinking way too hard, man. So don't let me even blame online. Cause it's not even the fault of online. It's who gives a fuck whose fault it is, but this is like reality right here. Motherfuckers think too much. Not even too much, way too hard. It's like never that deep. And I'm speaking very general for on purpose. It's never that deep. What you mean? What exactly? Nothing is that deep. I don't have to be specific. Nothing is that deep, man. Nothing is truly that deep, man. And we are able to, at least initially, understand everything as it is, man. I don't know why so many people can't come to logical, not even logical, to like common sense type of conclusions about anything, but nothing is really that deep, man. Everybody has problems where there shouldn't be problems. Especially like predominantly when it comes to handling your own motherfucking self. When it comes to just functioning on a day-to-day basis without having 10,000 million thoughts and feelings about anxiety and whatnot. Particular social anxiety. Like, it is a goddamn disease to have social anxiety nowadays. I don't know why, but I do know why, but it is a goddamn common quote-unquote disease. I don't even like to call mental issues a disease, because how can the mind get truly sick? Because for me, a sickness is something which is linked to the body. But then again, it's just a matter of perspective, but that's a whole different story. But damn near everybody has some sort of social anxiety, man. It's very, very apparent. Just today, man, I was like popping off in a goddamn social event, like 20 people plus, 30 people plus, and I was seeing like a majority of people in a goddamn social event were like quiet. And not quiet. It is not wrong to be quiet, but they were quiet, forcefully quiet. Like, it is one thing to be quiet because you don't like to talk, but it's all a different thing when you're quiet because you don't know how to talk. You don't know how to even goddamn handle yourself in a social setting. And that's what's so goddamn, I guess, how do you say? Astonishing, but astonishing in the bad type of sense about people nowadays. Like, what the fuck is going on with this social anxiety type shit? Like, what, since when is talking to another human so deep? Since when is carrying yourself without starting to tweak a goddamn challenge you have to master? Why is everything a challenge nowadays? That's my whole point, man. Why is everything so deep nowadays? What the fuck? I was like kinda shocked. Yeah, there we go. I was shocked when I was popping up in that little circle with like 20 people in real life or 30 people in real life. Damn near a majority was like stiff as a board. And this shit is like goddamn crazy. Because nowadays, if you're even remotely normal, you are seen as a superstar. If you are remotely if you are remotely blessed with common sense, you are seen as a superhuman. This is borderline concerning, man. I ain't gonna fucking lie, man. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you, I'm full of something, man. Let me tell you something, man. Like, normally being seen as like a quote unquote superstar or like a good person or somebody who's gaining a lot of attention is good, right? But it doesn't even take much in a real life circle. We're not talking about online because online is one hell of a fake world, anyways. In real life, it is not hard to be some sort of superstar in your environment because everybody is so goddamn crippled in their own head. To the point that they don't even know how to goddamn function without having thoughts of like, goddamn weird ass thoughts. It is not necessarily difficult to be goddamn a quote unquote, not even a quote unquote, a star in your local circle. Because your quote unquote competition, even though this is not some sort of competitive goddamn event, your goddamn peers or whoever's in your circle is not even functioning right. As far as nobody has enough goddamn common sense, or like even, you don't even have to call it courage because you don't need to have courage to talk to somebody because it's just normal. Nobody is essentially normal. I cannot find any like nicer way to put it, but nobody is normal nowadays. Everybody's some sort of sick individual, and they're not saying this to make goddamn fun of everybody or like to make goddamn, I guess, put myself above of people for the sake of goddamn being seen in a good light. That is reality, and this is one thing I've goddamn noticed today: how goddamn severe this goddamn social anxiety thing goes in real life, man. And this is like crazy, like how is this even a thing? Like since when is talking to somebody some sort of Olympic gold medalist sport you have to goddamn participate in? Or like you have to be goddamn trained in? Like what you mean you don't know how to talk to people? It's like the most normal thing ever because we live in a goddamn world which is goddamn full of, I guess, false values and false goddamn perceptions about reality to the point nobody can say reality and everybody is just so lost in their anticipations about reality. You see, everybody anticipates things to be in a certain way because everybody has a mind. Everybody thinks and everybody feels a certain way. And based on how you think and how you feel, you goddamn see the world. It's common sense, right? But it just so happens that nowadays everybody's lens, if you want to call it a lens, which is just how your mind is functioning, is very destructive. It's like crippling. It's like not even productive or like goddamn complementing your own self. You know what I'm saying? It's not helpful. It is not helpful, to make it all simple. And this is what's so concerning. Like, apparently, obviously, what everybody is consuming is not leading them to have a mind which is complementing their own goddamn spirit, or like a mind which is healthy, to talk about it in less elaborate words, in less goddamn eloquent and dramatic words, you know what I'm saying? Don't get lost in the words, just know what I'm talking about. You feel me? There's only one reason why everybody has social anxiety, why everybody has PTSD, OTMC, ABDC, ABC, FG, and whatnot in the goddamn mind. Because whatever human beings are consuming is not even made out of good intentions. It's never really something which is there to quote-unquote enrich in your spirit, or like how I like to put it. Like what human beings consume on a day-to-day basis is obviously building their mind. Your mind is built by what you pay attention to. You pay attention to XYZ, you will become like XYZ in your mind. And whatever human beings are paying attention to as far as media and whatnot, because nowadays everybody's possessing a damn phone, are not even helpful. Everything a human being is paying attention to is goddamn leading them to ruination, obviously. And now we have people being so invested in their own ruination. It's like a trend nowadays to fuck your own self over, apparently. Because goddamn, let me chew. There we go. Because nowadays it is goddamn a trend to be goddamn focused on your own ruination, and nobody even knows what I'm talking about because they don't see being on their phone 24/7 as something dangerous. But reality speaks for itself. You being on the internet 24/7 or in whatever kind of goddamn media device you're into 24/7 is obviously leading you to your own ruination, because if you talk in a goddamn real life circle, you see you don't have it all together. If you talk to somebody, you see you don't have it all together. If you are by yourself, you see you don't have it all together. Chances are that you don't have it all together. I'm not saying everybody's mentally ill, but a majority of people are mentally ill. Let's just keep it 100, man. So it is apparent that everybody has some sort of mental issue. I know not everybody, don't get lost in my goddamn semantics and whatnot, but damn near everybody has some sort of mental issue. And once again, where is a mental issue even goddamn accumulated? A mental issue is accumulated in whatever you pay attention to, or whatever you pay attention to will lead your mind to be in a certain way. The mind is accumulation after all. The mind is Yeah, it's like accumulation after all. And you accumulate a mind or like a specific mind based on what you pay attention to. It is like common sense, right? Everybody knows this. Or at least I hope everybody knows this. So, knowing all that, you have to goddamn come to one conclusion, or you can only come to one conclusion rather. Whatever a human being is paying attention to is not it. It's not it, chief. It is not it, chief. And we can generalize shit because people are the same nowadays. We can safely generalize shit very easily. Everybody has a phone. Everybody likes TikTok. Everybody likes social media and whatnot. Everybody's into goddamn some sort of social media activity. Okay? Goddamn voice craze. Okay. And the thing is, that whatever somebody's paying attention to is not leading to anything because we can see results. It's like, what we see speaks for itself, so we just have to keep it 100, man. And this is like what's so concerning about everybody. Like what you pay attention to on a day-to-day basis is not something which is enriching in your own motherfucking life. Because we can see, as I was saying 10,000 times, we can see based on results how everything is like goddamn mental illness. I'm saying, and it's never even that deep. It's never really that goddamn crucial or that goddamn serious. It's like, oh my god, my life is over because I have social anxiety. Oh my god, my life is over because I have goddamn nervous problems when I talk to somebody in real life. Or beyond some social anxiety. Perhaps you don't even know how to be happy by your own self. Really, all mental issues go back to focusing on something outside of you way too much. Because chances are you have your mental issues just because you are reflecting on what happened outside of you at some point of time in your life eventually. Really, everything is just linked to, like, as far as every mental illness is linked to you focusing on something outside of yourself, which you shouldn't even do too much. Shit like PTSD. You are focused on an event which happened outside of you way too much. Shit like social anxiety. You focus on how people perceive you outside of you way too much. Shit like bipolar diseases. You are focused on outside events way too much because you don't know how to regulate your own goddamn feelings. It's goddamn inevitable. Every mental issue goes back to you paying attention to something you shouldn't even pay attention to, which is 10 times out of 10 something outside of you which you don't have any control over. You know what I'm saying? So this is what I'm talking about. It's never even that deep. Why do you even attempt to focus on something outside of you way too much as far as how other people think about you in this particular example? When it comes to goddamn conducting how you move is how you move, and whoever reacts is how they react. It's like none of you goddamn, it is not in your power to goddamn be so focused on how everybody reacts to you, how everybody's going to perceive you, how many people like, how many people tune in, how many people will fuck with you or whatnot. Because that's them, and that's not you. And the only thing you can truly control is you, apparently. Or like, obviously, rather. So at some point, it is safe to say that every mental issue comes to be because you're focusing on something outside of yourself way too much. And some go harder than others. But in so many ways, everybody falls victim to this type of train of thought. Paying too much attention to something outside of yourself which you don't even have no business to. And they're not saying like, you are bound to pay attention to something outside of yourself. But it is what kind of thoughts you have behind that thing you're paying attention to, alright? Because it is one thing to pay attention to something outside of yourself. You have no choice to pay attention to something outside of yourself. But the question is control. Do you think you're some sort of Jesus Christ figure and you think you can control everybody? And this is not even linked to narcissism, because you thinking that you can control everything is often linked to insecurity. In so many ways, having a big ego and having no ego is one and the same thing. Because somebody who wants to have control over outside agencies is no different than somebody who's a tyrant. Even if you carry yourself like an insecure person. An insecure person is somebody who's got them wanting to have everything like a toy. Like you want that person to react that way. You want that person to think about you in this type of way. Like at some point you are playing Jesus Christ. And this is what I'm talking about. This is where mental issues come even alive, where mental issues even come from. You're thinking that you can control other people. As I was saying, it is not necessarily about not paying attention to anything, because that's not even possible. Unless you're some sort of Chinese Buddhist monk chilling in the Himalayas 24/7 avoiding life. But even that is a mental issue. If I can't speak, even that is a mental issue if you ask me, you know what I'm saying? but it's a question about authority and control. Thinking that you can control everything. The keyword thinking. People are just thinking. Like, we live in a world which is goddamn participating in the overthinking Olympics 24/7. Like, motherfuckers are like Olympic gold champion medalists, Greek goddamn yogurt goddamn Olympus mountain champions. When it comes to overthinking, because at some point people just over-exaggerate the quote-unquote power of thought. A thought is something you do to yourself. You think for yourself. You think to yourself. Whatever you think of is what you do to yourself, because thoughts evoke feelings. Thoughts and feelings are just one and the same eventually anyways, but let's just keep it simple. A thought is something you do to yourself. You think and it happens to you. You think about how your life is goddamn leading to ruination, you will feel like your life will be in ruination. So at some point, thinking is something you do to yourself. And you cannot be like, yeah, I think that way, so he must react that way. It doesn't work like that. However you think is something you do to yourself. You know what I'm saying? And that's like my whole point. Control issues. Struggles. The lack of peace. Like, somebody who lacks peace is borderline mentally ill. Shout out to Lana. Shout out Joel. But somebody who lacks peace is borderline mentally ill. And if you don't even look like a peaceful person, and looking like a peaceful person is not like somebody who has no ego or somebody who has no individuality. But if you don't look like a peaceful person, or whatever you're kicking is not necessarily peaceful, without you kicking all love, peace, and light, because peaceful and being pandering are two pair of shoes. I hope you all know that. But if you are not goddamn wired to be in some sort of peaceful agenda, you have severe mental issues. I'm gonna keep it 100, man. You have severe mental issues, man, because in so many different ways. Somebody who doesn't have peace has ulterior motives, and on top of that, their ulterior motives are linked to gaining control over something they have no business gaining control over. Especially human beings. Like, how do you even think that you can control a whole different human being when you can't even stop eating sugar, when you can't even stop jerking off, when you can't even binge watch goddamn TikTok reels all day? Like, what makes you think you have power over people if you can't even control how you feel, control how you think, control your own goddamn health? You know what I'm saying? Like, keep it for real, man. What the fuck are we doing? What the fuck is everybody doing? What the fuck? I don't seem to understand. We have people who can't stop jerking off 24/7, but in the same breath, they think they can control how somebody will react to them. You can't even control your right hand from going to your goddamn nutsack 24/7. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? Start with the basics. Start with the motherfucking basics, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't be some sort of retarded motherfucker who thinks, yeah, if he likes me, my life will be alright. Because if you think that you need people to like you, you have control issues. Severe control issues. And it doesn't even look that way. Because you might picture somebody who has goddamn control issues, like somebody who's some sort of tyrant. But let me tell you something. An insecure person is even more of a tyrant than somebody who's an outright tyrant, or like an upfront tyrant, you know what I'm saying? Because an insecure person cannot even feel right until the whole world is kissing their motherfucking ass. You know what I'm saying? Essentially, you're like a goddamn tyrant. You are a motherfucking tyrant. And a tyrant is not somebody who's necessarily strong, because obviously you need people to be like somebody. A tyrant is only a tyrant because that tyrant thinks, yeah, I need everybody to kiss my ass. I need everybody to do as I will, you know what I'm saying? So at that point, you ain't nobody, because if you need people to move, you have no goddamn sense of individuality, because you only feel safe. You only feel like it is safe to come out if everything is like your goddamn toy. And if you only come out when everything is your toy, you are like weak. You are motherfucking weak and intimidated. Hence you go so hard with like being a tyrant. Hence you go so hard with trying to control everybody. Everything is severe self-reflection, ladies and gentlemen. Everything is severe self-reflection. Somebody who's got to know some sort of tyrant is somebody who's insecure as shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like that, man. It is like motherfucking that, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even make it so deep. It is never that deep, man. Like, what you mean? You have issues. Oh, I have issues. I'm saying this 24/7. If you don't have health issues, you don't have no issue. Because whatever you claim to be an issue is something you exaggerate about in your own motherfucking head. And it's just that, man. Like, what the fuck do you mean? If you're walking, talking, if you feel alright, if your goddamn health is alright, you have no issues. You have no issues. It's just in your mind, man. It's just in your motherfucking mind, man. And treat it as such, man. Something which is in your mind is like an invisible prison anyways. It's not even physical. It cannot hurt you until you truly believe. Something becomes quote-unquote dangerous in your head if you truly believe it, and at some point you have to realize whatever you believe is your responsibility. Like your whole mind is your goddamn responsibility. And it's yours after all. If it's yours, you are in charge. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? Oh, but my parents. Oh, but Jesus taught me. Oh, but atheism. Oh, but deterministic natures taught me I can think for myself. Everything is predetermined. Like, we have whole curriculums which are goddamn linked or like goddamn constructed for you to have no accountability. What the fuck is tickling my ear 24/7? What the fuck? Hold you. But we have whole curriculums which are funded by government officials and whatnot, which are goddamn producing seeds of you having no responsibility over what's your responsibility, which is how you think and feel. Like, people make arguments, oh, but I can control how I think. It's in my genes. It's in my genes. It's in my genetics. Oh, it's in my genes. Like, we have people making stupid arguments. Like, they're saying thinking is a compulsion you cannot control. Because this is what the majority of neuroscience, atheism, deterministic motherfuckers go by. Like, what you think is just a spontaneous eruption from your brain, some sort of chemical reaction you have no control over. But let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, you fucking retard. Think about monkeys right now. Think about tigers right now. Close your eyes. Envision a tiger. Envision a monkey. Envision me fucking your bitch right now. Who made that shit? Who created that thought? You or your brain? It was obviously you. So that whole argument, oh, thoughts are not mine, I can't control how I think, is goddamn nonsense. Because you can think about tigers consciously right now. You can think about, I don't know, Jesus Christ hitting the greedy right now. You can think about Joe Biden falling down a goddamn stairway right now. With your own goddamn will. So it is like no such thing in reality, which is saying, you can't control how you think. You are not responsible for how you think. How you think is not your fault. Because mental issues only come to be because you think a certain way. Like, what the fuck are we even talking about? Oh, but back in my life I had a traumatic event. Yeah, but you think about that traumatic event a certain way. For you to even have a traumatic goddamn problem. For you to even have a goddamn mental issue. Because in so many ways, like the same thing happens to all of us in so many ways. We all go to school, right? For an example, we all go to school. But somebody develops mental illnesses by going to school, and somebody develops goddamn happiness by going to school. So in so many ways, we are responsible. It is like in reality, but people don't like to make this a reality. Because it goes deeper. It is not a goddamn thing of not having understanding. Everybody has initial understanding. It is just a characteristic. Some are just retarded. Some don't like to have responsibility. Some don't like to have some sort of power over their own life. It is just like that, man. I'm gonna keep it 100, man. We have genuinely people out here who like to be a victim, who like to be a slave, beyond some kinky BDSM gay-ass type shit, you know what I'm saying? Some people like to be a living slave. Some people like to be a living retard their whole life. Some people like to have no responsibility all their life. Some people like to be retarded all their life. So at that point, it is on them. But just know, whatever you're into is your responsibility. Just know that shit. And it's never really that deep. It's never really that deep, like my title is saying. It's never really that deep, man. As I was saying, you can think how you like to think. If there is no goddamn barrier, it's like an invisible barrier, which ain't even real. Ooh, goddamn, excuse my nice ears. But if that's like an invisible barrier, like when somebody's saying, yeah, but I can't think like that. They believe they can't think like that. They think that they can't think like that. You see what I'm saying? It's like an invisible barrier. And that invisible barrier ain't even real. It is something you choose to be into. You create your own prison with like what I'm talking about, and then you don't even believe that you was creating your own prison. You know what I'm saying? It's like fucking retarded. Extremely retarded. But as I was saying, it's not a question about lacking knowledge. Because everybody understands. Some people just like to be in a goddamn prison mentally. Some people just like to be retarded mentally. It's just like how they like it. They like it that way, you know what I'm saying? Even if they don't think, oh no, it's not my choice. Whose choice is it then? Like you staying retarded, is it my fault? Is it my fault that you think a certain way? Like, whose fault is it then? Oh, it's not my fault I'm that way. I'm just too weak. Like, whose fault is it at the end of the day that you think that you are weak? Huh? Huh? It's like, what the fuck are we talking about? Whose choice is it then? It is your thought after all. It is your feeling after all. I'm not inside of you. I'm not possessing you like some poltergeist. I don't move your buttons. I'm not like, we move. I'm not inside of your brain, controlling how you think or controlling how you feel. Neither is Jesus Christ. Neither is Obama. Neither is goddamn Donald Trump. Nobody's in your brain doing this. Let's make him retarded. Let's make him goddamn insecure. Let's make him goddamn nervous. Nobody's doing that shit. Nobody's doing that shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, your goddamn spirit is not a software somebody can jump into and goddamn press certain buttons. Like, so let's press this right here. Let's make him think like this right here. Let's make her feel like this right here. Nobody's inside of your spirit doing this goddamn mechanism. There's no such thing. There is no such thing in reality. It's all you. It's all on you. Always has been, always will be. It's all on you. It's all on you, man. It is all on you, man. It's all on you. And it's never really that deep, man. It is never that deep, man, because why is thinking some sort of goddamn specialty nowadays? So much importance is goddamn given to human thought. Oh, let's just study his train of thought. Let's just study, I don't know, John Locke's train of thought. Let's just study Moses' train of thought. Let's just study, I don't know, Albert Einstein's train of thought. So many different train of thoughts. But no destination. At some point, get off that motherfucking train, man, because that train is leading you to nowhere's land. That train is leading you into a goddamn mental Sahara, you know what I'm saying? In some mental nowhere's land, no man's land, you know what I'm saying? So many train of thoughts, so many train of thoughts. Still people are going nowhere. Still people are going motherfucking nowhere. Which is like a tragedy. Which is a motherfucking tragedy. But that's on y'all. Do as you will. Do as you will. You don't have to listen to nobody. You don't have to goddamn take nobody into consideration. Do as you will. It's your responsibility, baby. It's goddamn all yours. It's all yours, baby. Trust me, it's all yours. It's all yours. It is all yours. It is all motherfucking yours. Nobody's responsible but you. Wherever you at, whatever you see, whatever you hear, whatever you feel, whatever you think is because of you. So where are you right now? What the fuck are you doing right now? Where the fuck are you right now? You made it, baby. You motherfucking made it. Because you was walking that distance. You was traveling that distance, mentally speaking, metaphorically speaking, you know what I'm saying? You was walking that walk. It was all you. So don't even be like, but Stoicism led me that way. But I don't know, deterministic goddamn philosophies led me that way. But religion led me that way. Yeah, it might be that case, but who told you to write on that train of thought? It is not even your train of thought. Feeling and thinking is like going down a journey. You're like going down a journey. You're traveling somewhere. You're going down a journey. And by default, a journey is an experience. You will see things on your journey. Otherwise, it wouldn't be a goddamn journey, right? You know what I'm saying? And whatever journey you're on, it's goddamn your choice. Like, is somebody forcing you to travel to goddamn Barcelona? Is somebody forcing you to travel to goddamn, I don't know, Iraq? To the goddamn Middle East? No. You decided to go there, mentally speaking, you know what I'm saying? You decided to see mental illness. You was thinking and feeling a certain way to the point you accumulated mental illness. So whose fault is it? Whose fault is it? It's not that deep, bro. It's all you're making. It's not that deep. You are thinking and feeling. It's not that deep, bro. It's really not that deep, man. It's not that deep. Think about monkeys right now. What makes you think you can't envision yourself in a good light? If you're able to think about monkeys right now, you can also think about you being in a good position. And guess what? If you are foreign to goddamn intelligence, let me tell you something. If you're like a goddamn retard, if it's like your first time in life or something like that, let me tell you something. Whatever you choose to believe about yourself is what life will be like anyways. You heard that shit 10,000 million times on the internet anyways. But it's time to practice what you preach. As I was saying, people like to sound good, but nobody likes to be good. You know what I'm saying? People just like to sound good. That's really all, man. People just like to sound good. Nobody likes to be good. I just like to be seen good and a good night. I just like to sound good. I just like to sound good. But when we meet face to face, you're like, a goddamn mummified human being while you're still alive. You move like you're mummified while you're still alive. But damn, that's a bar, man. That's a motherfucking bar. Like, you move like you're mummified while you're still alive, man. Because whatever you was paying attention to is not leading you to anywhere. Even though you might preach, yeah, self-belief. Even though you might preach, yeah, I can feel and think how I want. Even if you preach that shit. When I see you face to face, like nobody's at home. Nothing, just straight up nothing, man. Because that's what I'm saying, man. People just like to sound good. People just like to sound good for the sake of being accepted. That's really all, man. And I'm gonna keep it 100, man. That's really all, man. That's really, really all, man. You don't like to be good, you like to sound good for the sake of being seen in a certain way. And on top of that, the people you try to impress are just as retarded as you. So what the fuck are you even doing? Trying to be a superstar in front of people who ain't shit. Huh? What? It's like, what are we doing, man? What are we doing? And somebody who's deeply desperate for what I just talked about will go crazy. They don't even bother to be not peaceful anymore. They will be straight up violent, mentally and sometimes even physically. People go crazy for superiority, however you say it. You know what I mean? People go crazy for trying to be superior. There we go. People go crazy for trying to be superior. Like, have you ever studied history? Have you ever know how a country is built? And even on a lesser scale, like your local next door neighbor who ain't shit. Your local goddamn little Timmy homie. He's going crazy to be seen in a good light. And so don't even doubt humans' retardation. Don't even doubt the humans' goddamn retardation, because humans will go crazy when it comes to being seen in a good way. They will use violence. They will kill people. If they could, they would. Trust me, if they could, they would. They would kill, and they're even doing it. They kill people to be good to be seen in a good light. It's like seen in history for like centuries, decades, and whatnot, man. People kill people for the sake of power, for the sake of being seen in a good light, essentially. That's like really all, man. That's all it really goes. That's all it really boils down to. People trying to kill people so they don't even have to feel like shit. So they don't have to feel like, oh, I'm a nobody. You know what I'm saying? It's like all insecurity. It's all insecurity. And if you're deeply insecure, you abandon your peace. So if you can't even evoke peace in so many ways, you are like goddamn questionable. Because what the fuck are you doing? And as I was saying, I'm no advocate for love, peace, and light. But if your intent ain't even peaceful, what the fuck are you doing? Like, even I sound vulgar from time to time, even though I'm no serious threat to nobody. But even I sound vulgar from time to time. But my intent is essentially peaceful. I'm just trying to have my fun over here. And I express my common sense and I express myself ultimately. So that's what I'm saying. My intent is ultimately peaceful. And if you cannot be like that, something is severely wrong with you. I'm not saying be like me, but in that regard, you have to be like me. Like, find yourself a peaceful motive. Something you can be into which evokes your goddamn peace. Without you trying to goddamn step on everybody's neck. Like, what are we doing? What the fuck are we doing, man? For the sake of you feeling like you are somebody because you are insecure in your own goddamn skin. It's like retardation. Like, peace is really, really the new shit, man. Peace. It's always been like this, man, but all things look very new right now. It's like the times we're in. Like, all shit looks very new right now. It's like everything is in reverse in this time of being alive, I guess. Shout out to motherfucking Dodo the Pilot, man. Know what I'm saying? I ring reverse. Oh, damn my apple. My motherfucking apple. Goddamn, man. As I was saying, keep it peaceful. Keep it peaceful. Because why are you even trying to put on a show in the first place? For monsters? Like, I wasn't even participating in that type of train of thought, but everybody is outside of me, God, in so many ways, at least in real life. And online too. Like, I see a lot of people trying to put on a show, trying to be seen in a good night, trying to goddamn gain everybody's attention, trying to be a goddamn superstar and whatnot. But for who? Who are you trying to impress? Somebody who feels like shit when they wake up in the morning? Is this who you're trying to impress? Somebody who feels like ass about their own self? Yeah, man. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Like, whoever is around you or whoever you're trying to impress tells a lot about your own goddamn character. And I don't know, man. I don't motherfucking know, man. I don't seem to understand, man. I don't seem to understand why being peaceful is so difficult for everybody. What does it even mean to be peaceful? To have a peace, shout to Dolo. To have a piece of your goddamn own space, to have a piece of yourself. And when you have a piece of yourself, you are fulfilled. You don't evoke, or you don't even feel hungry no more, mentally speaking. You don't feel hungry for validation no more. And when your stomach is goddamn fulfilled, when your individuality is fulfilled, your stomach won't make noise. Your individuality won't make noise in the negative type of sense. Because somebody who has an empty stomach, an empty solar plexus, and even empty stomach, physically speaking, is screaming. Oh, I'm hungry. That person's like unbearable. Hunger is not pleasant to be around. Hunger is not necessarily pleasant to be around, and hunger is nothing pleasant to feel for your own motherfucking self. Hunger in the physical sense, of course, but hunger more in the metaphysical sense. Hunger as in you don't have a fulfilled sense of individuality. You don't even feel like somebody. You know what I'm saying? And this is like the issue. This is like the motherfucking issue, man. Everybody has issues when it comes to feeling like somebody, having a fulfilled stomach. Like, go and eat. Go and have your peace, man. Go and have your motherfucking peace. What do you think from an astrological POV? Eating and peace are like synonymous with Taurus. Because Taurus deals with eating. When you eat, you are fulfilled, mentally and physically. When you spiritually eat, you are fulfilled. You are no longer hungry. You are no longer goddamn screaming for food. You know what I'm saying? Hence, you feel very comfortable in yourself. Hence, the moon is exalted in Taurus and whatnot. I don't even like to talk about astrology, but this is like a good way to break down what I'm conveying right now. Like, eating and peace are synonymous. When you eat, you are at peace because now your stomach is not screaming no more. Oh, I'm hungry. I don't feel like shit. Oh, I need validation. Now you don't act like a motherfucking tweaker. Now you don't act like a motherfucking retard no more because you are eating spiritually. You know what I'm saying? And when you eat, you are quiet. You are fulfilled. You are at peace. You are stable. You are like in harmony and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Famous Marlo in the building. Famous Marlo, Famous Mello, shout you out, man. Shout out to Famous Marlo and Lana too, shout you out, man. And shout out to everybody who's been watching, shout you out. But you see what I'm saying? Eating and like being at peace are synonymous, mentally and physically. Now you know why people are so crazy. Now you know why people go so crazy for, like, I don't know, views, likes, attention, validation and whatnot. Because they don't have any food. Essentially, they're screaming, I'm hungry, I'm starving, I'm skinny as hell, I look like an Ethiopian child. I look like I'm starving, I look like a Venezuelan child, I look like I'm motherfucking starving, I'm starving, you know what I'm saying? And shout out to everybody who's skinny, I'm skinny myself, man, you know what I'm saying? Skinny ass legends, you know what I'm saying? Shout it out. But it goes beyond being skinny. Everybody's screaming mentally in pain because nobody has food at home. Keyword at home. At home. We're talking about the moon. The moon's travel, Taurus. Nobody has food at home. Hence, they go outside. They go outside and ask for food. Everybody's like a mental beggar. Oh, give me food. I need this. When I conquer these motherfuckers, I feel alright. When I take over these motherfuckers' culture, I feel alright. Or like even on a local scale. On a local scale. When I get validation from her, I feel alright. When I get consideration from him, I feel alright. when I get my shoutouts, I feel alright. When I get my likes, I feel alright. As you see, everybody's homeless. And everybody's asking for food. Everybody's shaking their spiritual cup. Please, please, $1, I'm hungry. I'm hungry, you know what I'm saying? Now you know why everybody's tweaking. Nobody has a home. Nobody is some sort. Nobody's eating. Nobody's eating. Synchronicity. Nobody's eating. Right indeed. Right indeed. You know what I'm saying? Perfectly right, man. But that's just the way it is, man. So yeah, man, what the fuck are you doing? Do you have food at home? Do you have your own goddamn fruits? Are you fulfilled? Or are you hungry? Or do you need somebody else's food for you to feel like somebody? Or do you need somebody else's train of thought to even conduct yourself? Because you wasn't inventing religion, you wasn't inventing science, you wasn't inventing everything comes from the brain. If it wasn't for science, you would never even know what the brain is, because you would never even look inside of you, like in a physical type of way. Like, are you eating from somebody else's train of thought? We can see. You have no kitchen, you cannot cook, man, you ain't cooking. You just ain't cooking, man. Who let you cook? Nobody's letting you cook because you look skinny as hell, spiritually speaking. You look malnourished as hell, spiritually speaking, you know what I'm saying? Hence you go crazy. Hence you are fiending for food. Hence you are fiending for motherfucking food. Give me a shout out. Give me a like. Give me a religion. Give me a voting party. Gimme. Just gimme. Because you don't know how to cook. You don't even have no kitchen. You have no creativity, you know what I'm saying? Because cooking is in so many ways just creativity, fulfilling yourself. And it's like, in my culture there's a saying, one goal, 1,000 doors. Let me repeat myself. My grandpa used to tell me this right here. One goal, 1,000 goals. 1,000 like methods. There we go, I'm fucking retarded. Shout out to grandpa, rest in peace. He said, one goal, 1,000 methods. And how you achieve your goal is up to you. But the goal is always the same. Everybody has the same goal. All of humanity has the same goal. Everybody wants to feel alright about themselves. Everybody wants to have some sort of individuality. Like, everything a human can possibly do is to feel alright. Is to feel alright about themselves. As I was saying, one goal, or like as Grandpa was saying, one goal, 1,000 methods. And the issue is not the goal. The issue is your method. How is your method even constructed? Is your method wired in trying to be on top of everybody for the sake of feeling somebody? Is your method linked in taking over people? Is your method linked in needing somebody's train of thought to even feel alright, to think alright? Is your method wired to need something outside of you to even conduct what's inside of you? Huh? Be for real. Be motherfucking for real. As I was saying, goddamn. As I was saying, the method is the madness. And everybody has a weird ass method because their method is not even their method. What they label as, yeah, that's my way, it's not even your way. Because as I was saying, did you invent religion? If you would be in the Amazon rainforest right now, would you invent that Jesus is the Messiah? If you would be in the Sahara right now, would you come to the conclusion Muhammad is the real prophet? Would you? No, you don't. You only come to conclusions because you was reading books. You was in society. You was privy to somebody else's train of thought, man. If you would be isolated in some mountain region, you wouldn't even know what a Jesus Christ means. You wouldn't even know what a brain looks like. You wouldn't even know what a universe is. You only know what you know because other men told you what things quote unquote are. You know what I'm saying? So be for real. This apple tastes weird as hell, man. It tastes like candy. Probably some China Beijing apple, man. Some man-made Beijing apple, you know what I'm saying? But shout out to China. I fuck with China. I like China. Shout out to China, man. Nothing wrong with China, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to China, man. I'm Asian myself. Asian gang. You know what I'm saying? I'm just from the west side, not the east. Alright. Now my hands are goddamn sticky like a motherfucker. Pause. No diddy. My hands are sticky as hell, man. What the fuck? I guess I was evoking China's curse onto my hands, man. Genghis Khan is coming for my ass, man. Talking about Mongolia. I have a shit ton of people from Mongolia watching my videos. I don't know how, but shout out to Mongolia, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, boys in Mongolia. I'm a national sensation in Mongolia. I do not know why and I do not know how, but somehow Mongolian people like my channel. I fucks with y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? I fucks with y'all. I motherfucking fucks with y'all. You know what I'm saying? I fucks with y'all. Shout out to Mongolia. Actually, my least reached region is in Europe. I guess Europe doesn't like me, man. Europe doesn't like me, man. I have a lot of people from America, Canada, Mongolia, there's some from Germany too, Africa, but I don't know, man. Western European country except Germany don't like me, man. They don't like me, man. No Dutch people, no French people, no Italian people, no Spanish people, no goddamn Swiss people, no Austrian people, no Belgian people, no people from Belgium, no Europe, man. No Europe on my channel, unfortunately. You know what I'm saying? No Europe, except Germany, bro. That's all different story, man. That's all different story, ladies and gentlemen. Like the motherfucking live stream. The fuck are we doing, man? What the fuck are we doing, man? Come on. Like the motherfucking live stream. What the fuck are we doing, man? Get your boy into the algorithm. Get me famous, man. Get me famous. You know what I'm saying? Get me famous like Marlo, man. Get me famous like Marlo. Shut you up, man. Make your boy famous. What the fuck are we doing, man? What the fuck are we doing, man? What the fuck are we doing? But seriously. Nobody thinks for their own. Yeah, somebody like, man. Shout you out, man. Yeah, somebody like, man. Shout your motherfucking out, man. Yeah. Something smells surprisingly well in here. It smells like woman in here. I don't know why, but it smells like some woman's fragrance in here. I don't know why, man. What the fuck? Damn, my shit is about to die. My shit is about to die, man. What the fuck? Alright. What the fuck? Yeah, no failure. Talking about failure. When we talk about failure, what the fuck is even failure? Like, how can somebody like me even fail? And I'm not saying this to say, I'm perfect. Because it's what you're doing. How can you fail at being yourself? Is there even a such thing as failure at all? Like, failure is just you going through an experience without, I guess, seeing what you would like to see, you know what I'm saying? But what people like to label as failure is just, it sounds cliche, a learning process, a motherfucking learning process. If you don't fuck up, you won't get it right. If you don't even quote-unquote mess up, you won't know how to do it right. And I'm saying this 24/7. Failure is finite. Because you can only mess up so many times. You can only mess up, I don't know, man, finite amount of times. Until you get it right. You can only make so many mistakes. Mistakes are not infinite. But successes, when you get it just once, when you understand it truly just once, you have it. You just have it. So failure is finite. But success is infinite. Because if you get it just once, if you understand it just one time, you have it. You motherfucking have it. It's like when you truly learn, you cannot be stupid again. You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm talking about. When you truly understand something, you cannot be stupid again. It's like very hard to be retarded once again. Like if you know what wood truly is, you have like a very hard time not understanding wood no more. If you truly understand what a phone is, you will have a hard time unlearning what a phone truly is. You see what I'm saying? So quote-unquote success and learning is really infinite because you just have to get it once. Goddamn, excuse me. If you can just get it once, you can always get it. You can always get it and get it and get it. You know what I'm saying? You can always get it like your sister and you can always get it like your auntie. You can always get it. But you just have to understand it once. And this is like the threshold. Are you able to even be tenacious enough to go down the line of reasoning in which you will come to good conclusions? That's like the challenge. The only challenge is resilience, because if you try, even if you mess up countless amount of times, at some point you will get it right. And when you get it right just once, you have it. So failure is finite, very finite. It's just a question of are you resilient enough to stay on your goddamn quote-unquote mission, to stay on your shit. That's like the whole question. That's like the whole motherfucking question, ladies and gentlemen. That's the $1 million question. Are you resilient enough? It's not even a question about not understanding, because everybody understands. Everybody knows everything nowadays, huh? Everybody's Albert Einstein nowadays. Everybody knows everything nowadays, huh? It's not even a question about knowing. It's a question about resilience. How resilient are you? Are you able to execute? That's the question. Are you able to execute? And I'm not talking about some Iraq, ISIS, Islamic type shit. But are you able to execute? No Israeli shit. Are you able to execute? No Osama bin Laden shit. But are you able to execute? Because that's the question. Because you know. You know how to get it together. You know how to be something you like to be. You know, you understand. Trust me, you do know. You do understand. You don't need to watch 10,000 goddamn guides online how to be. You just have to execute. Can you do it? That's the question. That's the question. And yes, you can. You're just not doing it. Because what's even there to not be able to do? We all know how to act. We all know how to act. When I like to get out and normal, we all know how something is working. Now I don't want to make no examples. I don't want, because I only have stupid examples in my head, man. Unholy examples. But everybody knows everything. You know how to do something. You know how to act. You're just not doing it. And there is no mystique. There is no mystery. There is no goddamn fuss. There is no drama about it. You either do it or you don't do it. And people are just not doing it. And that's just all. You either do it or you don't. And that's really it, man. As I was saying, it's not that deep. Look at the motherfucking title. It's never that deep. You either make it or you don't. Well, now what are we talking about? Either you try it or you don't try it. Either you go down, either you try to execute or you don't execute. There's really not much to say about that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Because life is very, very simple. You know what I'm saying? It goes beyond me having my son in my second house. My son is in my second house. That's why I think that way. Everybody's able to think that way. Everybody's able to perceive life in a simple way because life is really simple. As I was saying, nothing is complex. And we have whole curriculums which are just unnecessarily complex. Like in school, do you know this example right here? Everybody knows. Everybody knows this example right here. Your teacher was explaining something and you wasn't understanding shit. But when you was asking your friend to explain that subject matter to you, you understood it. I wonder why. Because everything in this world is just wired to be unnecessarily complex. And being unnecessarily complex is not smart. If anything, it's retarded because you don't know how to convey a message properly. You don't even have the intelligence to make something understand something. You know what I'm saying? Or somebody something. Yeah, there we go. For me, if I don't make sense right now, I'm retarded. So if somebody is trying to explain something and it doesn't make any sense because it's very complex, you're listening to a retarded ass motherfucker. Period. A very retarded motherfucker. Because think of everything you understood. Was it extremely complex? Was it over-exceptionally complex? I don't think so, but we have institutes like schools, universities, religious institutes, atheistic matters, which are like goddamn as complex as a goddamn airplane cockpit, you know what I'm saying? Because they don't know how to make people understand something. Making people understand something is very, very much a skill. It is a skill. And if you know how to convey messages in a way everybody can understand, yeah, you are goated as hell, man. You are motherfucking goated. Because at that point, everybody can understand you. And who is more intelligent? Somebody who is able to gain a lot of people and a lot of people who are understanding that person, or somebody who's only around people who don't know what they're talking about. Because let's just leave society aside. Let's just leave your white ass goddamn friend circle around. Let's just leave your overthinking homies aside. You are a college professor. You are surrounded by people who don't know what the fuck you're talking about. That's reality. This is the reality, a college professor. You are around a bunch of people who don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Because you are retarded. Not because, yeah, but this is so complex. Nothing is complex. Nothing is complex. Don't bullshit. Don't bullshit me. Nothing is complex. So the reality is you are around people are around you who don't understand what the fuck you're talking about. That's the reality. Whoever is around you cannot understand you because you don't make any sense. Oh yeah, but this is overly complex. Oh yeah, but this is a very deep subject matter. Yeah, guess what? Deep subject matters are still able to be explained very, very easily. And very, very accurate at that, man. It's like, what the hell are we talking about? What is everyone doing? What is everyone doing? What the fuck is everybody up to? And on top of that, nobody believes you if you explain something very simple, because everybody has indoctrination. Everybody's like, yeah, but all my life everything was so complex, and everything complex was labeled as something intelligent. What you mean it's that simple? Oh, you must be retarded because simplicity is retardation. You see? People like to be in indoctrination. People like to be like, oh, but it has to be overly complex. It has to be in a way in which I can understand, otherwise it's not credible. Nutcases. Everybody is a nutcase. Pause. Everybody is a motherfucking nutcase, man. Oh, you want it, man. Some people are resistant to intelligence. Like, if you drop intelligence near their space, they start to evaporate because people are like, yeah, allergic to reality and intelligence. It's like funny as hell, man. You try to explain something in a very simple way, and now you listen to somebody tweaking, outright, upfront tweaking, you know what I'm saying? Because people are allergic to intelligence. They are very much allergic to reality. Allergic to intelligence. There we go. People are allergic to intelligence, you know what I'm saying? Very much indeed. Very, very much indeed, ladies and gentlemen. Very much indeed. Where the fuck is my water, man? Where the fuck is my water? You know what I'm saying? Life is simple. My life is simple. My life is motherfucking amazing. I'ma keep it 100, man. My life is amazing. I don't understand people who are saying, oh, but this world, but this world, how can you be happy in this world, Bitch, I can. Why can't you be happy in this world? But indoctrination, but Masonic figures. Man, shut your ass up, man. Why do you exaggerate over people outside of you way too much, man? So what the fuck? Why do you even label people who ain't in your space, especially not even physically in your space, as some sort of genius intelligence? Like, people like to say, oh, I'm miserable because of George Washington. I'm miserable because of Abraham Lincoln. I'm miserable because of Kaisenet. Like, people have all kinds of scapegoats. But if somebody's able to make you miserable, you are more retarded than the person you're trying to point fingers to. So don't be like, yeah, but Abraham Lincoln. Don't even go like, yeah, but Kaisenet. Man, Kaisenet ain't doing shit to you. Abraham Lincoln ain't doing shit to you. It's all you. So it's always you. It is you. It always has been you. It always will be you. Like, what the fuck? The fuck are we talking about? The fuck are we talking about? And everybody who's even pushing retardation will go to hell anyway. Shout out to Dollar Panama, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all would go to hell anyways. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Everything you do is essentially what you do to yourself. You don't put others in hell. You don't rule others. You're just fucking your own self over, you know what I'm saying? Essentially, whatever you do it to yourself. And you will make your own world. You will make your world. Whatever your mind is what you will see. And if all you see is having the need to enslave everybody, guess where you're going? Guess where? Nowhere nice. Nowhere nice, let me tell you so much. Nowhere motherfucking nice. So make up your own motherfucking mind. That's really all there is to say, man. Make up your own motherfucking mind. That's like the highest teaching ever. Make up your own mind. It's like, that's what we're talking about. Not E MC square. Like, you're listening to E equals MC square. Did you get any bitches from that curriculum? Did you get any head from that curriculum? Did you get any pussy from that curriculum? I don't think so. But if you make up your mind, you do. Hell, it has worked in my life, man. I'll give 100, it has worked in my life. And it will work in yours. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's all about the question of how useful is what you're studying. Is what you're studying even leading you to success? And success is whatever you like to label as success. But success ultimately is you being in a position of satisfaction. You know what I'm saying? If you're satisfied, you're successful. But don't be like some retard. Yeah, I jerk off 24/7. I'm satisfied, man. Don't be some fucking retard. Have common sense. But whatever somebody's teaching and whatever people are studying, is it leading to anything? Is you being in I think therefore I am returning your hairline on your head? Is it returning your bitch into your home? I don't think so. Your bitch is still going crazy. Your bitch is still going crazy for 10,000 guys, which ain't you. So what the fuck are you even studying? All you studying is confusion and headaches. Like thinking your hairline away. I have yet to meet one college professor with a hairline. And I'm not even joking. I have yet to meet a college professor who's in shape. And I'm not even joking, like what the fuck is everybody studying? Stupid ass nonsense, ladies and gentlemen, like the motherfucking live stream. The fuck is we doing? The fuck is we doing? The fuck is we doing, man? What the fuck is we doing, man? It's all about, yeah, that's a good keyword, because it's all about the results. It's all about the results. What the fuck is we doing? What the fuck is we doing, ladies and motherfucking gentlemen? What the fuck is we doing, man? What the fuck is we doing, man? What the fuck is we doing, man? And you can't even lie, because what you will see is what you will see. And it's reality. Goddamn Boris, you know what I'm saying? It is goddamn reality and it's all you will see. Like, you can trick yourself all you want. Yeah, guys. I'm very much a healthy individual. I'm very much a stronger individual. But when your spirit is being tested, you start to crumble. So whatever you were into is not even leading you to anything intelligent. So you can lie. Lies, I get it. Lies soothe the mind. Lies soothe the motherfucking mind. I get it. Lies ease the goddamn mind. I get it. But don't think that you're lying to yourself is goddamn leading you to be in some sort of realistic circumstance which is goddamn better than your previous circumstance. Give me 2 seconds, I'll be right back. Give me 2 motherfucking seconds, I'll be right back. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. I forgot what I was talking about, but let me tell you something. Masters of over-exaggeration and trying to sound good. That's all people are doing. Like, people don't even like to kick good. It's not even about goddamn kicking some sort of teachings. But people don't even like to practice what they preach. Because they just like to preach about something. Because what they are preaching is goddamn, in so many ways, leading to quote-unquote success. It's able to make them some sort of money, attention, views, and whatnot. And the internet ain't even real. So you're trying to virtue signal for something which ain't even real. Like, if I go in real life, everything I saw on Instagram is not even there. All these cool people, all these glamorous, all these spectacular people on Instagram ain't shit in real life, because I see nobody spectacular in real life. I see nobody funny in real life. I see nobody goddamn remotely alive in real life. But when I go on my phone, hi guys, everybody looks like Jesus Christ. Everybody looks like some sort of superstar, okay? Online, everybody's a superstar. Oh, everybody's a goddamn superstar. But when I hop in real life, cricket sounds. Mommy fight. Mommy fight while you are alive. The fuck? It's like Instagram ain't even real. TikTok ain't even real. I see nothing in reality. I don't see funny people in reality. I don't see no cool people in reality, but when I just hop on Instagram, yeah, right, man. What the fuck? Yeah, right, man. On Instagram, on TikTok, it's all giggles. But in real life, wither away. Everybody's withering away, you know what I'm saying? And that's like funny as hell. Oh, my goddamn phone got dirty. What the fuck? Well, that's like funny as hell to me. That's like motherfucking funny as hell to me. Like, I kid you not, man. I was like in a social setting, you know, in a small event today. 20 people, 30 people around me. Nothing. Straight up nothing. Nothing. Straight up nothing. And I looked like a superstar, but I was just normal. I was just not mentally ill. It doesn't take much to be somebody, especially not in real life, man. Like, if you are normal, you are seen as some sort of Jesus Christ figure. Really. It doesn't take much to be somebody. You just have to be normal. Deadass, you just have to be normal. And at that point, everybody will look at you like you're some sort of Jesus Christ figure. I always thought it was me being a Leo. That I was always a local star in my environment. But it goes beyond that shit. I'm just normal. Deadass, I'm just normal, but people treat me like I'm some sort of superstar, but I ain't doing nothing. I ain't doing shit. I'm nothing. I'm really nothing special, but it is not hard to be seen as somebody who is good in a world full of wicked ass people anyways. I don't even give a fuck. I don't even give a fuck about being a star in my environment or whatnot. Who gives a fuck? Like, that whole concept sounds corny. That sounds cringe, not even cringe, but it's like, you're doing too much. That's not even my concern. My concern is just to be normal. My concern is just to be not retarded. Like, that's my purpose in life. My purpose in life is not to be retarded. My purpose in life is not to be a lame. My purpose in life is not to be... See, my purpose is not about being something. My purpose is not about not being something. Not being retarded, to be exact. Not to be retarded. I don't like to be retarded, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I don't know what your life's purpose is, but that's my life purpose. My life purpose is not to be retarded. My life purpose is not to be lame. And I think I'm doing alright. I think I'm doing quite alright, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. I think I'm doing quite alright, man. I do think I'm doing quite alright, man. I'ma keep it 100, man. I'm doing quite alright, man. I'm doing quite alright, my ladies and gentlemen. I'm doing quite alright, man. I kid you not, man. Ooh, I need a motherfucking haircut, man. What the fuck? My fate, what? Jungle fate. I have like the whole Amazon rainforest on top of my head, man. What the fuck? Woo! Holy fucking shit, man. Well, that's just life, man. That's just life, man. If you ain't retarded, you are seen as some sort of good person, you know what I'm saying? For the lack of less accurate words. Like, what the fuck is even a good person? Yeah, I'm a good person. What the fuck does that even mean, you know what I'm saying? What the fuck does that even mean? What the fuck does that even mean? Oh yeah, I'm a good person. Yeah, who gives a fuck? Suck my ass, suck my dick, who gives a fuck? Let's scroll on social media for it. Like, the first thing I see, look what he's talking about. Diddy, is he guilty? Who gives a fuck? What's this? Bro, I was so happy all the time. Huh? Apparently having common sense is something you need to teach to people. Hey guys, you need to be healthy. Yeah, guess what? Guess what I was trying to do? Eat tacos all day. Like, what the fuck? Everything is like over-exaggeration about some shit which should be common sense anyways. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what the fuck are we even doing? What the fuck are we even doing? Like some shit like that, man. Why did Neil Armstrong avoid this question? Don't even bother about what he is avoiding. The real question is, why are you avoiding taking a shower? Why are you avoiding getting your mind right? Why are you avoiding brushing your teeth? Like, that's the real question. Don't even bother about Neil Armstrong or who not. I'm saying, don't even bother about them. Why are you avoiding a shower? That's the real question. That's the real question, you know what I'm saying? That's the real motherfucking question. Yeah, that's the real motherfucking question, man, you know what I'm saying? But besides that, everything is linked to overthinking. The overthinking Olympics. This is all the social media is. The overthinking goddamn Olympics. Yeah. Overthinking Olympics. Overthinking Olympics. That's all social media is, man. And that shit is not in reality. Whatever I'm seeing right here, whatever I'm seeing right here is not able to be seen in my local environment. I don't know. I don't see nothing which is goddamn here in my local environment. I just fucking don't. I just motherfucking don't, man. I just don't. I seriously don't. Hence, I cannot go crazy for social media. I don't even like to talk like that. I'm not even extroverted like that. I don't keep 100, man. I'm not even invested in, yeah, people, yeah, nice weather today like that, man. I'm not even like that. Because for me, that's my personal reason. Who gives a fuck? That's my personal reason. You do as you will. You do as you will. Is anybody playing Clash Royale in here? Anybody wants a 1v1? Anybody wants to get their ass beat? Drop y'all usernames. I'm beating y'all ass. Clash Royale, man. You know what I'm saying? Anybody likes to play? Anybody likes to play? But besides that, do you. Do motherfucking you. It should be effortless. Whatever you do should be effortless. Not to say that you should be some lazy idiot who doesn't put in some sort of effort, but it shouldn't feel like a burden. Especially some online YouTube and whatnot shit, you know what I'm saying? It shouldn't feel like a burden. Because why are you even on here if it feels like a burden? Like, what the fuck? Like what are you trying even to do? You know what I'm saying? Keep it real, man. Keep it 1 motherfucking 100. Give me 2 seconds, I'll be right back. Yeah, 2 seconds over. Hold on a second. Okay, now we straight. Now we straighter than it's there. 2 seconds over. One thing I like to address before I leave is this right here. Why are people so goddamn invested with goddamn reactions? Because whoever reacts to you is obviously somebody who's paying attention to, right? And how are you even bothered by somebody who's paying attention to you? Because when somebody reacts, they have to be invested with you. So for somebody to react, you have to focus on me, and I'm not focusing on you. So if you react to somebody automatically, especially negative, like exclusively negative, if you react to somebody negatively, you are the lesser person because that person who you are reacting to is not giving a fuck about you. Know what I'm saying? So that's that, man. I don't understand why so many people make a goddamn fuss about, oh, I'm receiving bad comments. Oh, I'm receiving goddamn hate. Oh, yeah, who gives a fuck? Somebody who's reacting is somebody who is not producing, obviously. Especially if they're hating. Because they have to be invested in something they don't even like. So why are you bothered with people who are mentally ill? Like, to make it all short, to make it all goddamn simple. Why are you bothered with people who are mentally ill? Like, what the fuck? That shit doesn't even make no sense, man. If somebody reacts to you, they have to pay attention to you. And if they react in a negative way, they're mentally ill, because why are you watching something you don't even give a fuck about? Beyond watching in real life, why do you care about somebody who you don't even give a fuck about? Like these whole agendas, these whole AI bots and whatnot. But I'm cool with the AI bots. Like recently the AI bots been chill, you know what I'm saying? Like no AI bots and we like 1 hour plus in, you know what I'm saying? 1 hour and 13 minutes in, no AI bots. Yeah. Yeah, people are off my dick. Yeah, I have my space. Yeah, no more AI bots. Yeah. But anyways, somebody who reacts to you is automatically lesser than you. Negatively speaking. I'm not talking about positive reactions. Like, positive reactions are totally healthy. I'm not shitting on reacting to somebody positively. I'm shitting on people who react negatively, because just borderline separate. Just borderline detach. Just borderline leave. Like, what's wrong with you? Doesn't make no sense, man. There is no explanation besides you feeling threatened. You feeling threatened. How can you even feel threatened by somebody who's just peaceful? Does that even make any sense? Like, am I retarded by why? But why are you goddamn threatened by somebody who's just in some peaceful energy? Am I trying to kill you? Beyond me. Like, that shit doesn't make any sense, man. That shit doesn't make any other fucking sense. And I'm kinda hungry, man. Like, don't keep talking for like 1 hour plus without goddamn no breaks. It's like working out, man. It's like damn near like working out, man. I'm kinda hungry, man. What the fuck? My stomach is empty like a motherfucker, man. Physically speaking, my stomach is empty like a motherfucker. And my goddamn apple It's goddamn finished, man. You know what I'm saying? Goddamn finished. Check this out. I'm watching the motherfucking GOAT right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching the motherfucking GOAT right now. Whoa, what the fuck is this? 10,000 zoom-ins. Yeah, 10,000 loops. What the fuck? What the fuck? Top 10 technology tricks, ladies and gentlemen. Top 10 technology tricks, man. What the fuck? So, yeah. I do not understand what the fuck everybody's about. And I don't want to. Why is everybody trying to figure out what the government is doing? Or like what Jesus Christ is doing? Like, are you unemployed? Are you lazy as hell? Like, why are you so invested in goddamn people outside of you way too much? Like, religion, governmental goddamn things. It's all retardation, man. It's all retardation. All retardation, ladies and gentlemen. If you haven't liked this motherfucking live stream, what the fuck are we doing? What the fuck are we doing, man? What the fuck are we doing, man? What the fuck are we doing, man? But life is good. Life is really, really good, man. Life is very, very good, man. Life is extremely good, man. Life is super good, man. It's just a question about what you make out of your life. Do you make something good out of your life? Or is all you're doing just running around crazy for other people's train of thought? That's the question. That's the $1 million question, you know what I'm saying? That's the $1 million question. Are you going crazy for others? Or are you going crazy for yourself? That's the question. That's the motherfucking question, ladies and motherfucking gentlemen. And it's never ever that deep. If you're listening to something which is goddamn weird and eerie and extremely complex, there's some retardation, some white man train of thinking, man. Because all that weird, all that thinking train of thought came from goddamn white man train of thoughts anyways. Like, nobody who's not white invents some stupid shit like overthinking way too hard, man. Like, what the fuck is everybody doing? Without trying to be racist, but it's like a characteristic coming from Europe. Some made in Europe invention, man. Made in Europe invention, man. Trying to make everybody pay attention to thought. Huh? What? Like, life is way more than just thinking. I don't know what y'all are onto, but life is just way more than just thinking, you know what I'm saying? So this is some shit purely stemming from Europe. From René Descartes and who not. Some shit which purely came from Europe, you know what I'm saying? For some European ass bullshit, man. I'm not talking about people, I'm talking about the people who invented this whole train of thought, man. But the people who are responsible are bullshit ass people. Because it's not hard to see intelligence. But it is hard to see intelligence if you're mentally ill. If you are very mentally ill, if you have 10,000 goddamn secret agendas, everything starts to be weird. Everything starts to be complex. Everything starts to be like goddamn retarded. You know what I'm saying? Like, mental issues distort everything. Like, mental issues, like trying to be on top of everybody is what's distorting everything. And it doesn't even have to be that way. Life is life without governments. Life is life without control. Life is life without religion. Because that's just how another man is thinking. And at that point, we don't even need y'all train of thoughts, because what y'all been producing is not leading to anything. We've been up under religion for 10,000 years, but where are we at? Where the fuck are we at, man? Still at the same point, we don't know yet. All we have is inventions. Yeah, we might have sandwich makers. We might have refrigerators. We might have cell phones. But we are still at the same point. Yeah, we don't know yet. We don't know yet. Nothing has changed in this world, man. Nothing has changed, man. All people are saying is, we don't know yet. Since millions of years. Thousands of years. Not because we can't know, but because of the train of thought people are up under. You are up under a train of thought which is saying, we can't know yet. We don't know yet. But we have sandwich makers. But we have heating systems. But we have Kool-Aid, but we have goddamn Takis. Yeah, congratulations. You have more shit to destroy your body. But we still don't know yet. Like, why is nobody talking about that, man? Since decades, hundreds of years of overthinking your hairline into oblivion, we still don't know yet. Like, we still don't know yet. We had hundreds of years studying some telescopes, studying some goddamn stars with telescopes, throwing up some pyramid gang signs, wearing skirts as a human being, as a goddamn man, drinking goddamn sperma goddamn seeds from another human being, eating children. We had 10,000 years with that practice. But we still don't know yet? Man, that's crazy, man. Hundreds of years of drinking blood, sucking dick, losing your hairline, overthinking about goddamn religion, but we still don't know yet. That's crazy, man. That's crazy, man. That's motherfucking crazy, man. Like, there's a reason y'all don't have no hairline. There's a reason why y'all don't know shit, because whatever you're going by is not leading to anything. Like, what the fuck do you expect? Yeah, but we don't know yet. We don't know yet. Maybe in another 1,000 years we will know. Back then we were retarded, but right now we are advanced. Yeah, but we still don't know yet. Yeah, back then you are retarded. The only thing different between you and 10,000 years ago is now you have a sandwich maker. Now you have to pay Wi-Fi bills. But back in the day you wasn't knowing shit either. Yeah? Like, am I tripping or am I onto something? I don't know, man. The only difference between right now and 10,000 years, you have a sandwich maker, but you still don't know shit. Hell, enjoy your sandwich. Shut up and enjoy your sandwich, I guess. Shut up and enjoy your yeast sandwich. How hormonal imbalance. I'm allergic to yeast. I can't even eat yeast. My body doesn't like yeast. For good reasons. I'm allergic to motherfucking yeast. You know what I'm saying? I'm allergic to yeast. Y'all keep on drinking baby blood. Y'all keep on wearing skirts in some sort of goddamn lodge. Perhaps you will know in 10,000 years. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Maybe in another 10,000 years you will know. Maybe in 100 years from now. You will be in a flying car, but you still won't know. I wonder why. I wonder why. I do wonder why. And I don't even give a fuck about it, you know what I'm saying? That's just young. We go for 8 more minutes and then I leave. Or we go for 6 more minutes, you know what I'm saying? 8 more minutes. 1.5 hours. A whole 90-minute classroom, you know what I'm saying? 90-minute classroom full of class. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of cold in here. Let me put on my jacket. Hold on a sec. Let me put it on my jacket. Let me put it on my jacket. You know what I'm saying? Okay, we're back. I got the voice mix. It's hard to maintain your voice if you talk for 90 minutes straight, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, know what I'm saying? Keeping it for real, ladies and gentlemen, keeping it for real. Life is peace. You know what I'm saying? Life is peace. Why do you think I'm all green today? You know what I'm saying? Green as hell, you know what I'm saying? We are green as a motherfucker today. We are green as hell today, ladies and motherfucking gentlemen. We are green as hell today. So yeah. There's nothing left to learn. But there's everything left to practice. Nothing left to learn. Everything left to practice, ladies and gentlemen. Alright? So don't make no mistake. Don't be no reprobate. Don't make no motherfucking mistake. I think what the fuck? I did not mean to do that shit. But shut your mouth, man. What the fuck? Why is the green screen removed from YouTube? They used to have a green screen for like a brief time period. I was using that green screen to pull up pictures of Rene Descartes and make fun of Rene Descartes and bully Plato. Maybe that's why I didn't have no green screen no more. But usually I had the green screen. Usually I would like put on some weird ass philosopher's face in my background and make fun of his face, man. You know what I'm saying? But we have no green screen no more. We have no motherfucking green screen no more. But that doesn't stop me from bullying. Check this out. Check this out. This shit does not stop me from bullying. It doesn't stop me from bullying. Because look at his face. Look at his motherfucking face, man. What the fuck? There you go. Look at his motherfucking ugly ass face, man. What the fuck? I think therefore I am. Like, y'all are goddamn following people who look like my goddamn left ballsack. Like, what the fuck is he onto? Ain't no way he is healthy. Of course you come to stupid conclusions if you look like that, man. Or like you look like that if you come to stupid conclusions. You know what I'm saying? Back to the goat. Back to the motherfucking goat. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, at that point I'm just killing time, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just sticking around for 5 more minutes. Well, actually I don't need to. Let me get my ass inside, man. With that being said, my guys and whatnot, that shall be it for today. I'm way too hungry to continue, man. I'm fucking hungry, man. But I appreciate y'all for coming through. Showed you a lot. And stay motherfucking healthy. Shout out to everybody who's been watching. Shout out to Lana. Shout out to Famous Marlo. And shout out to the rest of your motherfuckers, man. Y'all blazing out, flaming out, Cheeto Boy Blazing Metal signing out. I see you guys soon enough, man. Y'all take good care. And remember, if you haven't, like my live stream. So yeah, peace out, yo. Your boy signing out, man. Peace out, yo.